Have you ever stood there, your mind screaming the truth, yet your voice somehow fell silent, leaving you holding the debris of a conversation you know you should have won? It's a haunting feeling, isn't it? Carrying the ghost of the perfect reply long after the moment has passed. The other person wasn't smarter or more right. Often they were just louder, more chaotic, more willing to burn the room down to feel the spark of warmth. That dissonance between the clarity in your heart and the confusion on your tongue is where self-doubt breeds. But what if you could rewire those moments? What if you possessed a set of verbal anchors, drawn not from manipulation, but from profound self-command, that could calm the storm around you simply by your refusal to join the weather? Our world frequently rewards volume over virtue, mistaking aggression for strength and chatter for wisdom. Yet, across centuries, a different truth has been whispered by those who study the human condition. Unshakable power is always quiet first. It is the deep root, not the loud wind. The philosophers of Stoicism, among others, didn't just preach this. They built mental fortresses upon it. Their core insight: the only thing you ever truly control is your own mind, your judgments, and your reactions. Everything else, other people's words, actions, and chaos, is an external event, weather passing by your inner citadel. This video is a practical guide to fortifying that citadel. I'm going to share with you 5 specific potent phrases. But these are not clever comebacks. They are not designed to destroy or humiliate. Anyone can throw a punch. These are something far more potent. Principles of engagement, verbal embodiments of a calm mind. Their purpose is singular: to protect your peace, reclaim your mental sovereignty, and allow you to walk away from any interaction, not with the shallow victory of a wounded ego, but with the deep, quiet victory of intact dignity. If you are tired of ending conversations feeling drained, manipulated, or questioning your own worth, if you are ready to transition from a reactive state to a responsive one, then what follows is your new toolkit. Let's begin. 1. Adding volume doesn't add validity. The modern arena of disagreement often feels like a contest of decibels. We've been subtly trained to believe that conviction is measured in amplitude, that to be heard, we must first drown out all other sound. This is a profound and costly misunderstanding. Think about the last time someone tried to overpower you with sheer noise. Your physiological response is immediate. Adrenaline, heat, a tightening chest. This is your ancient biology preparing for a fight. And in that heightened state, your brilliant, nuanced mind gets hijacked by your lizard brain, screaming just one command: win. But what does winning even mean in a shouting match? It usually means someone exhausts themselves first, or someone says something so cruel it scars the relationship. Is that really a victory? Here lies the first principle. True authority is silent before it is spoken. It resides in the space between stimulus and your response. When someone raises their voice, they are often performing a desperate act. They are revealing a loss of control over their internal landscape and are attempting to control the external one, including you, through force. Your most powerful move in that moment is not to match their energy, but to present a completely different one. This is where the phrase, "adding volume doesn't add validity," becomes your anchor. Say it calmly, with a tone of simple observation, not accusation. You're not telling them they are wrong. You are pointing to a deeper truth about the nature of truth itself. facts don't become more factual when screamed. Logic doesn't become more logical when shouted. By stating this, you accomplish several things at once. First, you ground yourself. Speaking the phrase forces you to engage your rational mind, pulling you out of the emotional spiral. Second, you hold up a mirror to the dysfunction of the interaction without stepping into the mud yourself. Third, you change the game. You've just moved the goalposts from who can yell the longest to what is actually true and reasonable. Consider the philosopher Epictetus, a former slave who knew more about external powerlessness and internal power than most. He said, "Any person capable of angering you becomes your master." Sit with that. If someone can, with a few choice words or a raised voice, trigger you into a frenzy, who is in control? They are pulling your strings. But when their provocation, their attempt to incite a storm in you, meets perfect calm, the control snaps back to you. You are no longer a puppet reacting to their tug. You are an agent acting from your own center. This practice is not emotional suppression. It is emotional alchemy. You feel the anger, the injustice, the heat. You acknowledge it fully. I am feeling provoked. Then, you let that raw energy pass through the filter of your conscious choice. What emerges on the other side is not coldness, but clarity. It is response, not reaction. Picture this in action. A colleague publicly challenges your proposal with aggressive, dismissive tone. The room holds its breath. Instead of leaning forward, getting red, and firing back point by point, you lean back slightly. You take a visible, calm breath, making your self-regulation seen. And you say, "I hear your intensity. But for us to find the best solution, we need to remember that adding volume doesn't add validity. Can we revisit the data points calmly? You have not ceded an inch on your position. You have, however, elevated the entire discussion and exposed the poverty of their method. This is how you lead from wherever you stand. 2. I can't hear your point through your tone. Sometimes the attack isn't in the content, but in the container. The words might be plain, but they are delivered wrapped in barbed wire, sarcasm, contempt, a patronizing melody, an aggressive posture. This is often more damaging than a direct insult, because it's slippery. If you react to the content, they can gaslight you. I just stated a fact. You're so sensitive. But your spirit felt the venom in the delivery. This is where people get trapped. They try to argue the facts while bleeding from the emotional cut. The solution is to address the delivery itself, not from a place of woundedness, but from a place of unwavering standards. The principle here is, you teach people how they are allowed to speak to you. The phrase is, "I can't hear your point through your tone." This is a masterful boundary. It is non-violent, yet immovable. You are essentially saying, I am willing to engage with any idea, any criticism, any disagreement, but I will not engage with this method of delivery. The disrespect in your tone is creating static on the line, and until we clear that, communication is impossible. Why does this work so well? First, it's unarguably true. When someone is spewing contempt, are you really listening to their logic? No. You're bracing against their energy. Second, it puts the responsibility for clear communication squarely back on them. They want to be heard. They need to clean up their signal. Third, and most importantly, it protects your psyche. You are not absorbing their toxic emotional state. Marcus Aurelius, the emperor who journaled reminders to himself, wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. The outside event here is their nasty tone. Your power is in your perception of it and your response to it. You can perceive it not as a verdict on you, but as a diagnostic tool for them. As the psychologist Carl Jung suggested, what irritates us about others can lead us to an understanding of ourselves. The reverse is also true. What they project onto us often leads to an understanding of them. That snide remark often speaks of their insecurity. That contemptuous tone may reveal their fear of being seen as inadequate. By using this phrase, you are holding up that mirror. You are not attacking them. You are simply refusing to let their inner chaos become the atmosphere of your interaction. Some will huff and claim you're being difficult. Let them. Your calm repetition of this boundary. I want to understand, but I can't hear your point through this tone, will either compel them to recalibrate or reveal their true intent, which was never to communicate, but to dominate or injure. In both cases, you win. You either get a productive conversation or you get critical information about the person you're dealing with. 3. My engagement requires mutual respect. Shall we pause? Not all conversations descend into yelling. Some degrade more insidiously through constant interruption, passive-aggressive jabs, dismissive body language, or a condescending explaining of things you already know. It's death by 1,000 cuts. In these scenarios, continuing to talk is like trying to build a sandcastle as the tide comes in. Your effort is noble, but the environment is working against you. The principle here is, respect is not a courtesy. It is the fundamental currency of meaningful dialogue. Without it, you are not exchanging value, you are being robbed. The phrase is a clear, kind, and firm ultimatum. My engagement requires mutual respect. Shall we pause? This is not walking away in a huff. This is administrating the terms of engagement with the calm authority of a judge. You are stating a non-negotiable condition for your continued participation. Notice the wording. My engagement requires. This is about your standards, not their failure. Mutual respect. This establishes the ideal. Shall we pause? This offers a dignified off-ramp, a chance for reset. It's collaborative in language, but firm in principle. This phrase is transformative in relationships where patterns are entrenched. With a parent who always lectures, a partner who stonewalls, or a friend who uses teasing as a weapon. This politely but decisively breaks the old script. It announces the old rules of our engagement are no longer in effect. The pause is critical. It creates a space, a vacuum, where the dysfunction was just occurring. Nature abhors a vacuum, and in that space, reflection can rush in. Often the other person will be shocked. They may splutter, so now we can't even talk. Your calm reply, we can absolutely talk. I'm asking that we talk with respect. Would you like to continue now? Or would a few minutes to collect ourselves be better? You have not rejected them. You have rejected a dysfunctional pattern. You are, as Seneca advised, being the even-minded person who does not confuse endurance with virtue. Enduring disrespect is not a virtue. It is a slow self-betrayal. This pause protects your energy and grants them agency. They can choose to rise to the standard, or they can choose to end the conversation. Both outcomes give you clarity and preserve your dignity. It teaches a powerful lesson. Your presence, your attention, your mental and emotional energy are valuable gifts. They are not owed to anyone who would treat them with disregard. 4. This path is leading nowhere. I choose a different one. There is a specific sinking feeling when you realize you are no longer in a conversation, but in a loop. You've made your point. They've made theirs. Neither is listening. You're just replaying the same tracks, getting more frustrated, more exhausted. The ego digs in. I will make them understand. But true wisdom asks, at what cost to my peace? The principle here is, discretion is the better part of valor. Knowing when to disengage is a strategic mastery of your most precious resources, time and inner peace. The phrase is a declaration of independence. This path is leading nowhere. I choose a different one. This is perhaps the most mature and self-loving of all the phrases. It is the ultimate release of the need to control the outcome, to win the acknowledgement, to get the last word. It is a sober audit of the interaction's ROI, return on investment, and a decisive decision to divest. You are not storming off. You are calmly announcing your observation of a dead end and your intention to not waste another step on it. This requires immense internal security. It means your sense of being right or understood is no longer held hostage by another person's capacity or willingness to grant it. You can be right, alone, and at peace. As the Stoics held, your virtue and your judgment are internal affairs. If you have acted with integrity and spoken your truth clearly, your job is done. The other person's reception is not your department. Use this when you see the classic signs: circular arguments, personal attacks replacing logical points, goalposts constantly shifting. Simply state, I've noticed we're going in circles. This path is leading nowhere. I choose a different one, so I'm going to end this conversation here. There is no blame, no dramatic finale, just a factual assessment and a personal choice. You will feel a tremendous lightness after this. The urge to finish every argument is a heavy chain. This phrase is the key. It acknowledges that some conversations are like quicksand. The more you struggle within them, the deeper you sink. The only way to win is to not be in them at all. 5. We see this differently, and that's all right. Finally, we must address the core of most conflict: the inability to hold difference without enmity. We are tribal creatures. We often subconsciously equate different with threatening. The ultimate expression of a grounded self is the ability to stand firmly in your own truth while calmly granting others the space to stand in theirs, without needing either party to move. The principle is, agreement is not a prerequisite for respect or peace. The phrase is the embodiment of that mature perspective. We see this differently, and that's all right. This simple sentence dissolves 1,000 potential arguments. It's not a concession. It's not, you're right. It's a factual statement of perspective, followed by a revolutionary acceptance of that fact. And that's all right. Those 3 words are a superpower. They communicate. My worldview is not threatened by the existence of yours. My identity is not built on your conformity. This is especially crucial with loved ones, over politics, life choices, parenting styles. The frantic need to convince them often comes from a fear that their differing view invalidates our own, or that difference equals distance in love. This phrase bridges that false gap. It says, this difference in view exists, and it does not diminish my care for you or my confidence in my path. It allows you to hold your boundary with love. I hear you advocating for that path for me. We see this differently, and that's all right. I'm going to follow my own compass here. When you can say this from a place of genuine, unshaken center, it commands a profound respect. People may disagree with you forever, but they will remember the person who disagreed with grace and strength. You become a haven of emotional safety in a polarized world. This is the culmination of all the previous principles. The inner calm that doesn't need to raise its voice, isn't shaken by another's tone, insists on respectful frameworks, wisely walks from dead ends, and finally, sits in comfortable silence beside a differing opinion. This is the unshakable core. This is what it means to be truly grounded. If this journey into practical, philosophical strength resonates with you, you're exactly who this channel is for. Building this kind of calm is a practice, and you've just taken a significant step. If you found value here, please like this video. It helps winds of thought reach others seeking this path. And because growth is a continuous journey, I've placed another video on screen now, designed to take you even deeper into mastering your inner world. Thank you deeply for your time and your commitment to your own evolution.